Hey guys, it's me, Leah. I wanted to take some time to talk about goals, but more specifically, my goals as a working mom. And so, as some of you know, I do work a full-time job for a fairly large company. I'm not able to really make my own schedule. Generally, I work from 7 my time to 4. And so one of the reasons that I started this channel is because I thought it was really important for working moms or working parents to see people who can balance life achievements as well as work achievements without that kind of caveat of an entrepreneur who can make their own schedule. Not hating on entrepreneurs at all. I think that is absolutely fantastic. I know many of them and I'm great friends with many of them. That's not what my goal is. I absolutely love my job, and who I work with, and I want to be successful there, working that kind of corporate ladder while also having, fun and connecting with not only my children, but my husband, and really kind of living out our best life. So with that being said, I was introduced to goal setting early on in my career. One of the first big girl jobs that I ever got, I had to find a new planner because what I had been doing wasn't working, and I started to be responsible for other people, building up a team, building out major projects, having a lot of autonomy in how those projects were getting done. And so I was originally introduced to goal setting by Michael Hyatt and his full focus planner system. If you have never heard of that planner and you are in a, first off, funnily enough, it's made for entrepreneurs who are trying to balance their work and home life. But I will have to say, if you are managing teams, if you are managing large projects, it is a really great planner. It takes annual goals, it breaks them down into quarterly, and then monthly, and then weekly, and then daily. And it does it throughout the whole planner. It's undated, so take that how you want it. Honestly, that's the one reason that I kind of started shifting away from it, was because I hated, which is such a first world problem, but I hated filling in the dates of this planner. It's also great in that it is very minimalistic. So, in college and stuff, I had a beautiful Erin Condren in all of its color, and I felt like going into a boardroom with that didn't seem very professional at the time. And that's me. I was never told that it wasn't professional, so don't come at me in the comments. But anyways, so that's how I was introduced to it. That's really the system that I like to use. Over time, I have shifted, and currently right now, while I use multiple planners for my goals, I use Power Sheets. And so Power Sheets here, I can link a description below, but Power Sheets is what I use for my prep work, breaking down my goals, and really kind of tracking where I'm at. This is my 3rd year with Power Sheets, and they were bought out last year by a different company. They made some changes this year. I wanted to see what they were, and so currently right now that's what I'm still using. I know a lot of people left, but I find it very important for me, with all of the balls that I juggle at any given time, to, if it works, if it's broke, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So that's where I'm at. So what my process is going through the prep work that Power Sheets has, and this is true of, in my opinion, all goal planners. Full Focus planner has prep work. Moxie Life has prep work. Power Sheets has prep work. I mean, there's prep work everywhere. So I don't necessarily think that one is better than the other. I think one resonates with some more than others. But what I like to do is my annual goals are almost more categorical than goals themselves. So what I mean by that is that you're not going to find SMART goals as an annual goal for me. And I'm okay with that, because what I like to do is I like to have a very large kind of overarching, again, almost like a category, and then my monthly goals will be much more specific and they will align to that, because candidly, I don't know who I'm going to be in June or July or frankly March. And I mean, if I look back at last year, when I was creating all of my goals for 2023, I wasn't pregnant. And so a lot of the goals that I had last year, they got swapped because pregnancy changes who you are physically, mentally. We had to start saving. I had to, figure out how we were going to do maternity leave. I mean, there's all these things that come into play. Completely different person from that January to that October when I gave birth. So I like my annual goals to be kind of broad. So these are my annual goals. I have 5 of them. And I'm going to run through these with you, because what you will see throughout all of my videos is anytime I'm referencing goals, this is basically the major categories that they are coming into. You will notice that I do like color, right? So while I was bragging on full focus minimalistic standpoint, which they do have a bold line. So if you like color, you can get that now. But I like the bright colors sitting at my desk. So my first goal is to deepen my connection and relationship with my children. So as some of you may be aware, I have 3 children. Currently right now they are 4, 3, and 2 months old. And I knew when we found out that we were pregnant with my this last child, my daughter, that sibling rivalry was bound to occur. And so I really want to this year very intentionally ensure that not only are we connected as a family, so, all of us together, but also that each individual child feels seen and heard, and we have something for us. Growing up, I feel like I had that with both of my parents. My sister had her own thing with my parents. And so I want to start setting those foundations. And those will change as they, age. But I want to kind of have that base foundation. My other goal is I want to work with my husband to strengthen our marriage so that we are leading our family the way that we want. So I generally have a goal every year about strengthening marriage, because I feel like marriage is a muscle, and just like you go to the gym, you have to work on your marriage. So we have, several different kind of challenges that come up. He travels for work all the time. We're not always, here together. And so it's something that it's a muscle that I really want to make sure that we are always strengthening. My next goal is to gain confidence and control around money. And so I don't think that my husband and I are really prone to frivolous spending, but I definitely think that we are not where we want to be when it comes to spending money, saving money, investing, things like that. And I think what I hear a lot from both of us is it's a lack of confidence. And so what I mean by that is, we are talking to friends and they're talking about investing in, some new stock, some new cool thing. And it's, man, I would love to do that, but I just don't know enough about it. Or, we are looking to, save to go on a vacation or something like that, or, put in a pool. That's been a big dream of ours. And it's always met with, and I don't know, when we first started to commit to installing a pool, shipping materials and all that went astronomically high, and it was, I don't know that we want to do that right now. Let's wait to see what happens in the market and when it comes down. And then, labor costs went up because nobody can find workers. So then it was, I don't know that we want to do that right now. Let's see how it pans out. So really just kind of gaining that confidence in, no, like we've planned this out. We know that this is a reasonable, road to take, that kind of a thing. So gain confidence and control around our money. My fourth goal is to become a happy, fit, healthy mom. So I am a firm believer in that you cannot pour from an empty cup. I know that. I've seen it. I know that that's true. However, the intentional act of prioritizing myself and making sure that I'm filling my cup, I candidly suck at. I am energized by helping other people. I'm energized by the ability for me to, quote, do it all. And that can only last so long. And so I really want to be intentional this year on implementing self-care and making sure that I am a truly happy, fit, healthy mom. Now, there is actually a program called Happy, Fit, Healthy Mom, and I feel it's important to talk about that here because this is really, again, kind of going back to what I know works. So there is a fitness couple, Sharni and Julius. They have a program called Happy, Fit, Healthy Mom. Again, I will link to it down below. And I did her program after having my second child. I was very overweight. I was very unhappy. And my diet was shit. I would say it was poor, but it wasn't. My diet was shit. I was not active and moving around. I worked from home. And so it was just bad. And I found this program, and what made me purchase it was the fact that she had daily affirmations. So it included a mental portion of it, like to get outside of your head and to get into the right mental fit. And it worked. I went from, I was 246 pounds right when I had my daughter. And so when I finished the program, I did 2 rounds of it. When I finished the program, I was down to 168. And I maintained that. So again, having that mental component really helped me. And so I do plan on doing that program again this year. However, the program is in phases, and that first phase is no joke. And because I am breastfeeding right now, I'm hesitant to just dive right into that. And so January has, fitness goals and stuff that don't align necessarily to that program, but my intention is to go through that program again, because again, I know it works. And so then the last part that I have, or the last goal, is to build and grow a YouTube channel. Now, this goal is actually fairly specific. So normally I would have something in here about, identify new ways to be creative and embrace them, or, something a little bit more broader. But I've done a lot of research. I'm on YouTube constantly. And so I love, finding a content creator that really I can connect with, and, you almost feel like you get to know them. And so this is my 1-year commitment, is that I'm going to do this YouTube channel. And at the end of this year, I could literally be the only person who watched this content, and that's okay. And I'll just shut it down, and we'll, find a new way to be creative. But this is something that I thought would be interesting, and I don't have any other hobbies at the moment to lean on. So we're going to start something new. So those are my annual goals. That's what I'm committing to. And then I will do another video specific to January goals that I will upload, and you'll kind of see, how those connect. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, I very much appreciate if you would like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know. And I look forward to talking to you on the next one. Thanks.